Okay, so hopefully soon I will be able to do a real theory video on Riverdale, but still it was another week with an episode where we just really did not get enough info to properly start having for real theories. So everything's still kind of up in the air. However, we did have pretty much an episode devoted to Miss Grundy. We knew from the promo we were going to find out more about her, which we kind of did, and I still feel like a lot of her is mystery, and I'm wondering, like, are we done with her? Is she going to come back into this? Is she somehow connected to Jason's murder? I still feel strongly that she didn't kill Jason. I think she was a massive red herring. I just feel like anyone who was, like, glaringly evil or crazy or whatever, and when everyone thinks, oh my god, they did it, like, I don't think that they did it. But this is a new show, and I'm hoping that they don't go that route. I'm hoping it's smarter than that. So let's talk about Miss Grundy. Okay, obviously I don't think anyone likes her. I haven't heard one person say they liked her. We kind of got to the bottom of her story, sort of, although I think there's more to it. But Betty was doing a fake interview with her. She found out she had worked one-on-one with Jason. I still believe, like I've said before, they definitely had an affair. Not only does she have a thing for young guys, it appears she has a thing for gingers. Notice a similarity between Archie and Jason. The sad thing here is that Archie has still yet to realize that this woman is trouble. Betty found out by breaking into her car that Miss Grundy is not her real name, that it was Jennifer, and she's worked at several different schools, but we never got to the bottom as to why she moved around. I definitely think it was because she was either fired or found out that she was having an affair. I think something really bad went down at the last place because she had to change her name, so she was probably fired or maybe served some jail time. I don't know. Betty was recording all of this in her diary, and her mom was being her nosy self and found it. And then her mom and Archie's dad and Betty outed Miss Grundy and Archie, but sadly, I didn't like the way this went down at all. She just told them that she would quit her job, and everyone was like, okay. And the one person who seemed so alarmed by all of this was Betty's mom, which for once, this woman actually made sense. But I think she was more alarmed because she wanted to, like, throw Archie under the bus, and she was like, Betty, you don't need to date someone like this. He's messing around with his teacher. He's obviously not a good person. But no one was really focusing on this child predator that we had in the room. And I definitely think that they should have had her arrested. Everyone seems to be friends with and know the sheriff. So it was disappointing to me that they kind of brushed that off and let a person who is a child predator go free. And as you saw in the exact same episode, just a little while later, she was already preying on another young guy. So she didn't learn any type of lesson, and she's obviously not going to stop, which is really sad. Now, because of that behavior, because they showed that she was already on to another guy, I'm wondering if they're going to bring her back into the series in some way, or if there's more to something that went on with her and Jason, or what that was. Again, I don't think she is the killer, but we'll have to wait and see. So Kevin has a love interest, and I really like that. I think there could be sort of a problem because he's in this serpent motorcycle gang, and I feel like Kevin may not want to, if they get in a relationship, he may not want that to be known that it's with this guy from the wrong side of the tracks. So I kind of feel like this is a relationship that's doomed or may not ever happen because those people seem to have a really bad reputation. Now, that doesn't mean that all of the people involved in this group of people are bad criminals, but it's not like, you know, they're definitely looked down upon by society, and some people are not doing what they should be doing. We've got Veronica's mom in some kind of dealings with them. She's also paying off the mayor, who we know now, Josie's mom, is shady. So there's a lot of stuff going on there that I don't really buy the story she gave Veronica about the husband, ex-husband, Veronica's dad, whatever. So there's a lot of other stuff going on. I mean, I think we've seen this theme in similar shows before where it's like the adults in the town are super shady and they've got secrets from back when they were in high school at Riverdale and whatever. I think that's really gonna come to play in this show with the hidden secrets of the parents, you know. And when we were doing the live chat, some people seem to think maybe one of the parents will be Jason's killer, which I think is kind of freaking like really lame. I would much prefer it be one of the teens, but right now I don't think anyone can present a really great theory because we just don't have what people's motives would be or whatever. But if you have a really convincing theory, please post it down below because I would love to hear it because I'm just kind of blank on this right now. I'm really hoping we learn more about Jason. I want to know more about him from flashbacks. Like, I want to get to know him a little bit. I feel like we don't know him at all. So, I mean, it's kind of been, from last week, we kind of found out he might not be the nicest guy in the world, but we've never seen that really, ourselves, like, flashbacks. So I would like to see that. We learned that Jughead's essentially homeless. We saw a picture of him with what looked to be a young sister, who I don't think we know. Apparently, she's a character from the comics. So we may meet her. That may come into play. I don't know if that's significant or not, but I felt like it kind of is because they showed her photo. Someone tore down the murder board where they were trying to solve Jason's murder in the sheriff's office. I wish I could tell you I think it's so-and-so, but I don't really know because, again, it's hard to theorize right now. I'm excited to finally meet Polly. I don't know if we're meeting her in real time or in flashback form, but we're supposed to meet her in episode 6, so we have next week and then the following week we should meet her, because I've always kind of considered her as, in my mind, as possibly a suspect, yet we know absolutely nothing about her because we've never seen her. We just know what the mom has said. So I'm kind of wondering, you know, what she's like when we get to actually see her. I still think they're hinting around Betty having a dark side. It looks like mental illness does run in their family. They are going to go with that theme. And she kind of made a hint to that when they were outing Archie and Miss Grundy, that, you know, Polly's got issues, her mom has issues, maybe she has issues. I definitely think something's up with that. Kind of hoping they don't make her the killer. I don't know how they would work that around, but maybe she just has a dark side. I don't know. I'm just hoping whoever ends up being the killer, and we do find out at the end of the season. So I hope it's someone that is good and surprising and a younger person, and it makes sense. Let's hope. Because right now I just don't really know. The only theories that I've heard that I really like are the theories about Kevin. Now, it's very preliminary, but he seems like a great guy, of course. Those are always the people you look at first. But again, he knew where to find, even though he acted like it was just, you know, it kind of just happened this way. He knew where to find Jason's body. So was there something going on with them? Were they having a relationship? Or did, you know, was Kevin pursuing him and Jason didn't want it? I don't know. You know, was it Polly because he didn't want to be with her anymore? He was cheating on her. He was sleeping with Miss Grundy and she found out. And then Polly freaked out and killed him. I don't know. But someone killed him, I definitely believe, with intent, maliciously, not an accident. They set out to kill him. They planned it. They knew he was trying to run away. They interfere with those plans, so yes. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed and you've been watching, I would really appreciate that. I have live chats every Friday. That schedule's down below. You can also find out when you can watch my reaction video, when you can watch these type of theory videos. If you're enjoying all these videos in Riverdale, give this a thumbs up, please. I'm enjoying the show. I'm excited to see where it goes and excited to start theorizing. But thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Kelly TV family. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with all I'm doing.